This is a story called The Little Monsters, Chapter 39. The kids go roller skating. It's a Saturday morning and the kids have decided to spend some of their day roller skating. After spending a couple of hours roller skating at the skate park, Kicker has an idea. Hey guys, we forgot that new indoor roller skating rink is open. We could go there. Besides, it's starting to rain again. Everyone agreed and they went home and told their parents where they were going, and they had some lunch while they were there. Then they all met up at Kicker's house, and then they made their way to the new indoor roller skating rink. When they got there, they couldn't believe how big it was. Not only was there the skating rink, but there was a huge soft play area and a huge cafe. They played in the soft play area for a bit and then they roller skated for a bit. However, the skating rink closed at 7 p.m, so the kids had something to eat at about 5:30 p.m, and then they stayed until the place closed and then they went home. The next day they all went back to the new indoor skating rink, and again they played in the soft play area for again. After a couple of hours, they had some lunch and then they went roller skating. As they got into the skating rink, they saw the little bully and his friends, and they knew that there would be trouble, so they did their best to avoid him. However, about half an hour later, they were proved right because another kid bumped into the little bully by accident, so he pushed him over. The other kid got up and confronted the little bully, and he said to him, "Push me again if you dare." The little bully pushed him again, so the kid pushed him back. Then the little bully lost his temper and he went to hit the other kid. But what he didn't realise was that the other kid was a black belt in self-defence amongst other things. He was also a champion boxer. The little bully soon realised that he'd met his match, and he apologised to the other kid and they shook hands, much to everyone's surprise. After that day, the little bully just skated like everyone else along with his friends, and they didn't bother anyone unless they bothered them. One day after school, the kids went to the skating rink, and when they got there it was closed because there'd been a fire. Thankfully no one was hurt and there wasn't much damage done, but they had to remain closed for the whole week. When they reopened, the gang were there almost every day. One day when they got there, they saw a sign saying that there was going to be a roller skating disco on the following Saturday. They were charging £2 per person and free skate hire. The gang went home and asked their parents if they could go, and they said they could as long as they behaved themselves. Leading up to the skating disco, the kids were very excited. On the day they got their pocket money and then made their way to the roller skating rink. However, the disco didn't start until 3 p.m, so they played in the soft play area for a couple of hours. When it was time for the disco to start, the gang paid the £2 entrance fee and then they put their skates on. They all had an amazing time and they couldn't wait for the next disco. That day, before they went home, they helped the staff clean up, and one of them lived on Kicker's Street. He told them that they could walk home with him. They were all staying at Kicker's that night anyway. The next day they went back to the skating rink and the staff let them skate for free. After that, the gang just paid to skate and to play in the soft play area. One day they asked the staff if they were going to have another disco, and they said yeah, there was going to be one in a couple of weeks. As you can imagine, leading up to the disco they were very excited. On the day when they got to the disco, they paid the entrance fee, and as they were putting their skates on, Kicker saw a sign. It said that there was going to be a skating disco once a month on a Saturday afternoon. She told the others and they were all really excited. Then they went into the disco and everyone was having an amazing time. When the disco was about halfway through, the staff announced that that there was going to be a roller skating disco once a month on a Saturday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and everyone cheered. That night they all had a sleepover at Stumpy's, and seeing as though it was a Saturday and there was no school the next day, they were allowed to stay up until after midnight. The next day they went back to the roller skating rink, and when they got there they played in the soft play area for a couple of hours, and then they went into the roller skating rink. They skated for a couple of hours and then they went home. The next day after school they planned to go back to the roller skating rink, but unfortunately Stumpy fell on his face, breaking his nose and cutting his head open. He was taken to hospital and he was kept in for 4 days because he had a severe concussion and he was quite poorly. Of course his mum stayed with him. The rest of the gang decided to stay away from the roller skating rink until Stumpy was completely better. When they did go back, the staff were all pleased to see them back, and they'd heard about Stumpy's accident. They told him that they were all glad that he was okay. However, Stumpy had only been out of hospital for a day and he still wasn't 100% better, so they took him home. By the end of the week he was completely better, just in time for that month's roller skating disco. On the day everyone had a ball, even the little bully and his friends. They even came up to Stumpy and asked him how he was, and no one could believe it. That day when they left they all went back to the Creeper's house for a sleepover. Again the next day they went skating and spent almost the whole day there. When they left they played at the skate park for a bit and then they all went home. End of chapter 39. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.